Today we will be showing you how to hardwire your tow mirrors into your 2014 to 2019 GM truck. At the time of filming this video, this procedure applies to 2014 through 2018 GM 1500 trucks and 2015 through 2019 GM 25 and 3500 trucks. Start by removing the door panels. Please reference a separate Boost Auto Parts video to see this procedure. Take the adapter harness provided by Boost Auto Parts, plug the single side connector into the mirror harness and the double connector into the door harness. The small black 2-pin connector can be plugged into two separate connectors. The first goes into the main door harness connector. Plug it in here if your original mirrors have turn signal on glass. The second connector goes to the secondary white connector. Plug it in here if your original mirrors did not have signal on glass, as this must be hardwired in. Plug in the white connector with the bundle of wires into the white connector on the adapter. There may be up to 3 wires in this bundle. Remove the grommet for the door harness. Remove the grommet for the door jamb connector using a flat blade screwdriver. Release the door jamb connector pink latch. This must go to 90 degrees to release the connector. You can then pull out the door jamb connector. Remove the grommet for the door harness on the door side of the door jamb. Using a knife, cut a hole in the grommet on the door. Make sure not to cut any door harness wires. Taping the wires to a firm piece of metal, in this case we are using a straightened out coat hanger, pass the extension wires through the grommet in the door. If your original mirrors had turn signal on glass, you should not run the red with yellow wire. Run the wires through the door to the opening on the door jamb side. It is important to make sure to keep the wires clear of the window. Reinsert the circle grommet into the door. Run a coat hanger through the harness cover on the cab side to the door side. Make sure not to catch any wires or put the coat hanger through the pink latch. You may have to scrunch the harness cover together to make it easier. As you can see here, the coat hanger is ran through the harness cover. Tape the up to 3 wires to the coat hanger on the door side of the harness cover. Once taped, pull the coat hanger through to pull the wires through the harness cover. Pull the slack through the harness. Remove the kick panel trim cover. Feed the wires under the cab side door jamb connector into the cab. Pull the slack through on the cab side. Ensure the wires are under the cab side door jamb connector. Reinstall the grommet for the door harness. Connect the door harness door jamb connector back into the cab side door jamb connector. Make sure the latch is at 90 degrees, otherwise the connector will not go in. Latch the pink connector and reinstall the door jamb connector grommet. Make sure to start at the bottom and it should slide on. Please complete the passenger side up to this point before continuing. Using a coat hanger, pass it from the driver's side to the passenger side behind the center console. Tape the blue wire as well as the red with yellow wire if you did not originally have signal on glass to a straight piece of metal. In this case, we are using a straightened out coat hanger. Once taped, pull the piece of metal and the wires through to the driver's side. Do the same with the white wire, but pass it from the driver's side to the passenger side. Remove the passenger side fuse box cover. will be tapping to fuse 10 for cargo light. It should be a 15 amp fuse. Using wire strippers, strip both of the white wires. Twist both of the stripped ends together and insert the stripped end into the fuse tap and crimp the butt connector down. Remove the cargo lamp fuse in slot 10. Insert this fuse into the bottom slot of the fuse tap. Fuse tap into the cargo lamp fuse location in slot 10. Reinstall the passenger side fuse box cover. If equipped, strip both red with yellow wires for turn signal. Crimp on the T-tap connectors to the red with yellow wires. If your original mirrors did not have signal on glass, tap the red with yellow wires to the black and brown BCM connectors. The BCM is located above the driver's side footwell on the left side. To remove the connectors, there should be a latch on the bottom that needs to be depressed while the connector is being pulled out. It is important to tap the left-hand turn signal to the brown connector and the right-hand turn signal to the black connector. For left-hand turn signal, tap to pin 2 on the brown connector. This is going to be in the top row with the latch facing up, 3 pins from the right. In this truck, it is a blue with white wire, however go off of pin location as wire color may vary. To T-tap, place the T-tap around the wire. Once the T-tap is around the wire, use a pair of pliers to clamp it into place. For right-hand turn signal, tap to pin 3 on the black connector. This is going to be in the top row with the latch facing up. 2 pins from the right. It will be a green with purple wire, but go off of pin location as wire color may vary. Insert the spade connector from the red with yellow wire into the end of the T-tap. Reconnect the brown and black BCM connector to the BCM. Under the hood of the vehicle, use a coat hanger to press through the nipple on top of the firewall grommet behind the fuse box to the right of the brake booster. Make sure this gets into the cab of the vehicle. Once it is in the cab of the vehicle, locate it on the driver's side above the pedals and tape the blue wire to the coat hanger. Once taped, pull the coat hanger and the blue wire to the underhood area. We are pulling one blue wire through as we splice the passenger side blue wire to the driver's side blue wire. Remove the underhood fuse box cover. There should be 2 clips holding it on. Strip the blue wire and crimp it to the fuse tap. Please tap to the LT or RT park fuse for running light. Remove the 15 amp fuse using a pair of pliers. Insert the fuse into the lower fuse slot on the fuse tap. Then insert the fuse tap into the slot from which that previous fuse was removed. Reinstall the fuse box lid. Reinstall the kick panel trim cover. The installation of the Hardwire harness is now complete. Please reference a separate Boost Auto Parts video for how to reinstall the door panel. To get these products and more, please visit us at boostautoparts.com.